Hi everyone, this is Cindy, and I am getting ready to start on a project, or many projects that I've been wanting to do for a long time, like over a year. And I kept thinking, okay, when I get this done, I'll do it. When I get that done, I'll do it. But you know, there's never a time when you're completely finished with everything, your room's completely clean or anything like that. So I just finally decided I'm jumping in. So what it is, I have several of these type magazines, Card Maker, Scrapbooking, whatever. I've gotten them at book sales, thrift stores, and I don't go looking for them. If I just find one, I'm like, oh, that might be interesting to look through. Mainly I'm getting it, just to look through because it's similar to what we do in junk journals. So anyway, I'm out of breath because I just ran from the other end of the house to here. Like I was in a hurry to get this video started. There goes my dog walking in. Anyway, my thought was, like looking through there, you can grab an idea or two. So I thought, you know what? There's a lot of ideas I can use maybe. So that's my series is we're going to take something that was for card makers or scrapbookers and see if we can convert it for junk journals. So anyway, this particular magazine, I actually wrote notes to myself, which was great. And not only that, when I wrote the note, I said, all right, this is number 1. And I put the number by it. So now I don't have to worry about going back and finding it. So that's the one I want to do, number 1. And I wrote simple fold, scrapbook paper, punch for overlap, oval, etc. hearts. So I'm showing you this up close now. It says it's on page 66, and I can go show you the bigger one, but it really changes your perspective of it. I don't know if you can see that very well or not, or at least it did for me. So maybe on the next one we'll do that. We'll work from the big picture, but it didn't even dawn on me I could go look at page 66 until I'd already made it. And here's the prototype I made just so we can I could see if it could be done. So basically it's a card. So of course any card basically can be used for junk journals. It just becomes a journaling card, right? So I just made this. It's a simple fold, like I said, scrapbook paper, and then I said oval, etc., or heart-shaped punch for the overlap. So anyway, let's make one, and then I'm not saying this is something somebody hadn't already done. It's just something that I didn't have in my idea stash. If I had, I've forgotten about it. So it's just fun to revisit some things. So anyway, let me fold this over. I'm going to kind of have it sitting to the side, or maybe I'll just have this one so you guys can see the bigger thing. So anyway, to me it looked like dark, cardstock. So I said, well, I have a lot of this craft cardstock. I need to use some of it up. So, and another thing, look, cutter and blade all in the same place. I finally found my blades, and I have looked for other cutters. I know there's some out there, but I don't have much room here, and I bought that real big one at Christmas. I sent it back. Guillotine, I feel guilty about buying one of those because I have a big one and a small one out in my garage. Just a regular old-fashioned guillotines, which are working fine. Plus, the small guillotines don't give me the fold-out, so I can do 12 by 12. So anyway, all that for nothing. Okay, here's the leftover craft paper I use for this one, and it just happens to be 8 inches. Oh, I guess I should say, I was going to do this 3.5. Well, I mismeasured because I'm not used to using my cutter and did it 4. So I thought, I think I like it better 4 anyway. So 4 by 8 is the size I made. Of course, if you want to do it, it's up to you what size you want and what colors you want and all that sort of stuff. So, but I'll just tell you what I did. 4 by 8. And then folding it, you would think I would have measured like 1 inch. So this measurement could be good, but I didn't. I just folded it. So I guess really, if you want to, fold it down 1 inch, and that way you'll know your scrapbook paper has to be like 4 by, say, 3.5 or something. No, it would be 2 3/4, something like that. But of course, I'm not going to do it that way. Okay, so next step, scrapbook paper. I'm just trying to figure out where I put it. Right here is a sheet I have. I'm sure it's from the same pad as this, which I didn't bring over. It's an old one from Hobby Lobby, so it's probably not available anymore, but of course you would just use whatever scrapbook paper you want. Okay, I know it's 4 inches wide, so I wanted a little smaller because I like the little rim around it. That's just probably left over from scrapbook days. So 3 3/4, I think. So get this out. And you kind of have to watch if your scrapbook paper's got a direction to it. See, I'm not used to using this. Yeah. So out of practice. I'm out of practice with everything though. Okay, so I said 3 3/4, right? Okay. And the first time I did this, I measured it wrong because I wasn't used to using my cutter again. I did 3 1/2. So maybe, you know, don't make it with your good scrapbook paper the first time. Okay, I'll just leave this right here, maybe. Okay, so instead of doing the measurements and all that, I'm just gonna put it here and mark it. And maybe I'll make all the cuts at one time. So that's for this one. Okay, on this one, you could go all the way up if you want, but I just wanted enough so that it looked the same. And then I wanted writing space, so I only went up like 1 1/2 inches or so. But I guess I don't need to measure that one then. We'll just go ahead and do it right there. Because it's not a precise measurement. It doesn't have to fit the top. At least I hope I got that right. Am I on screen? I know I'm right at the edge of it. Yeah, okay. Oh, new blades are wonderful, aren't they? Especially when you can find the cutter to put them on. Okay, now put that aside. We may need it. I don't think we'll need that any. Oh, no, we won't. No, we won't need it anymore. Okay, so this goes here. Make sure it fits. And this one will go here. Now, the rounded corners. The example shows this one not rounded and this one rounded. And then the scrapbook paper is rounded as well. And if you can see, I used 2 different punches because if you remember, my corner rounder broke. I've ordered a new one. It's supposed to be here Thursday, or the 21st. So I guess today is Thursday. So a week from today. So I'm still going to use my corner rounder, which I put in a nice place that it's easy to get to. Right here it is. And I used 2 different punches here, but I'm going to keep it the same this time. And we're going to use this one that's kind of a little scallopy edge. This is a Fisker's cutter. I've had it forever. I don't even think there's any markings on it anymore. But I just found it going to our favorite store, you know, Amazon. And a long time ago, too. It's been when I first started doing junk journals. Oops, not right. Wrong place. Oh, did you see what I did? I put it on the wrong one. Oh, but you know it works. It works. It works. We're going with it. I did the wrong one. You probably were saying, hey, 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 you picked up the wrong one. It's because I can't talk and craft at the same time. Now the question is, do I put it right on top of it? I can't. So I'm not even sure I like it being the same. Can y'all see that? Oh, my lighting is always terrible. I can't put it over like that. If I go that way, it's really too high. I think I'm going to go back to my original thing and using 2 different ones. But it may not work again because I've reversed. This is the one I used on the cardstock here. We'll see. Yeah, I think that works better. And then I got a little decorative. That doesn't hurt anything. And this one doesn't hurt anything either. Actually, it's kind of nice. But then maybe I should round that corner. I don't know. So, all right. And then I need in here, but let's glue these down first so I'll know what size to make the inside. So, my sniffles are back. I hope they're not too bad. It's that time of year. The weeds are growing great. The grass is finally catching on. So everything's blooming, of course. I have a field, you know, it's got the wildflowers back behind my house. So I went there the other day just to pick a few to put in my flower press. I didn't want to pick a lot because I want them to stay there and keep blooming. I want to put this, let's see. I want it closer to the end here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now the inside. Oh, you know, I didn't get paper for that, did I? I didn't. Oh, I'll just use some of this. I hate to use it. Let me just go get some paper. I'll be right back. Okay, I just hate to wait. I had a piece of stationery I thought about using, but I'll use this instead. Just ripped from a book, some blank pages from a book. Okay, I'm going to do it the same way I did the other. I'm going to just mark it where I need to cut it and cut it all at once. The fold is there, so I'm going to keep it there. And then on this side, here and it towards the end. Okay, let's see if I can remember all that. Probably not. Okay, we're gonna go with this one first. And then this line. And then this line. And the blue line, I'll just turn it over so it doesn't show. And I have a whole collection there to stamp on. I might do stamps, but have I gotten the time to stamp them yet? Okay, there we go. Now, I don't know if I inked this other one or not. I think I inked stuff, and I didn't ink things this time. I did ink around it a little bit. And I don't want it to be too dark, so I'm just going to take whatever ink's already on my inked over here. And I also didn't put this over the fold. I just think it will close better and look better if you don't have that crease there trying to crease, because this craft cardstock is so thick anyway, so let's don't give it any more thickness at the fold. So sorry, my alarm went off and it stopped my camera. So anyway, I'm not sure. I think I got it. I think I knew immediately when it shut off. I'm not sure. But anyway, I was talking about how I didn't want these, this paper here to be one solid sheet and it in the fold, because it would just add thickness and it wouldn't look as pretty. So, and it's hard to see that fold, so try to get it in the center. Okay, close enough. That thing, I may end up taking it off and just using a straight pen. I just don't have any, I don't think, any stainless steel ones. Nope, not getting it centered. Okay, still not centered. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's do it this way. I don't think it's any better, but we're taking it. Okay, so basically it's finished except for the fold thing. And I know you could put it down here and slip this in, but this is so thick, I thought, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have it do like this. And once it's in your journal, it will lay flat. Okay, now the original picture is an oval and also has ribbon on it. But I think that ribbon with that knot would be too fat. So I could put some lace down there, but I kind of like it without it. So, especially with this one, because it would interrupt with my picture of the chairs. So it could be done here, but I don't think I have any out. So we'll just keep that thought in mind for another one. If we do another one sometime, you could do lace. But the oval, now I have an oval punch, so that's great. But I don't have another oval punch. And I tried cutting, I think I finally got rid of it. I did the one in the cardstock, the craft cardstock, and then one in just some off-white paper. So I tried cutting the off-white oval to kind of make it so it's got the frame a little bit smaller, and it was terrible. So I thought, you know, we're adapting this for junk journal, so use what you have. So I have a lot of circle punches, and I have them not all the way maybe, but from 3 inches down to 1, like every other one, or at least I have like 2 or 3 scalloped ones. So that gives me a different edge for mine. But it doesn't matter. You could use 2 completely round ones, and it doesn't have to be scalloped around. Just whatever you have. You're adapting it to whatever you have. So craft cardstock for this one, and some sort of cream colored one for that one. And I have some over here. And this is a smaller punch. This one's a 2-inch. This one's 1 3/4. So that was just something I wanted several years ago, was all of the circle punches so that I could do this exactly what I'm doing now. Graduated sizes, is that how you say it? I think so. Okay, so it looks to me like on theirs, and I know you won't be able to see it, but you'll see it better when I show you the bigger picture. You'll say, why didn't you show us a bigger picture? And this, I think, is the card. I mean, the envelope, but I'm not going to make the envelope. I want journaling card. So looks like there's something stamped on it. So I just took some of my pink, which is picked raspberry, and I have a stamp I had out here. It's covered up over here. That had roses on it. I bought it for the 2 keys. Tonic. That's the actual front of it, I think. Keys and Roses stamp set. And I got this at Tuesday morning, so that means it's probably not, you know, a new one that's just come out or anything. And it's been a couple of years before all the pandemic started. So anyway, I guess get more of that. Just kind of, so it's a background. And I don't even worry about getting all of it, even though I might. Just a smudge there. Okay, and I'm just going to glue it on there. Glue it on to this, and then glue it on to that. And then it's that easy. So, you know, if you kind of have a assembly line going, you can make more than one of these, of course. Just do all your cutting at one time. And also, if you fold this, like if you got your punch board, what's that called? That board that you make the creases on. I'm blank right now. If you got that out, you could do it, like I said, at 3 1/2, and then you would know to cut this at 3 1/2 would be like 3 1/4 by 4. I know, by 3 1/4. 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. You would work out the size so that you could cut those quickly as well. Okay, I'm just putting it on half, just like you would normally do, but instead of putting it on the bottom part, I put it on the top and trying to center it. There we go. And there we go. Cute little journaling card. Writing space, and of course you can write on the back as well. And I stole the idea from this Card Makers magazine. It's September 2010. And now let's flip to page 66 so I can show you what it's supposed to look like. I mean, it's not what it's supposed to look like. It's what the close, how they did it. And so you'll see how kind of it looks so different when you'll see the big picture. All right. So first of all, they did 3 layers. You see the brown and the lighter brown and then the green. And then I think this is a cutout they've glued on there, which would be a cool idea if I had one of those cutouts. And same way with 3 layers here. And it looks like little eyelets. And that was a saying. And so anyway, and then I still like the bow, but it's too thick. But anyway, if I'd seen this, I would have probably done sort of the similar thing. I don't think I would have done the 3 layers. It's just too much thickness. But anyway, that was fun. And we'll go to the next one next week. And it's probably showing you even how to do it and how to cut it and all that. But we'll do it for what we want for ourselves. So anyway, there's the 2 I made. And I'll probably make some more. And I will probably put one in my idea book with my terribly written instructions. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.